All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've already seen the title for this video. You know what this video is about. People will ill-advisingly and very stupidly assume that, I like to doom post, which is not true. I'm just very critical, and I praise everything that needs praise, and I criticize everything that needs criticism. I can't help the people that are stuck in their ways. That's okay. But today's video is a very positive one because between all the news from Digimon Con and the ban list and just the little things that Bandai is doing, I'm here to tell you that Digimon TCG is far from dead. Far. Like, this should never be a concern ever again, at least for the next couple of years. It should not even be a topic of conversation because Bandai is making a lot of intelligent moves and they deserve praise for what they are doing. So let's get started and let me know in the comments whether or not you agree with me or disagree with me. Let me know. And like and subscribe and turn notification on the smashed potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. Lastly, I don't really have a script here per se. We're going to be a little bit off the rails today. And, that's okay. I know generally what I want to say. But today's video is just, all good news. All good news. And kind of understanding the grease behind the wheel, so to speak. So, what is going on right now? Well, we know basically how 2025 is going to unfold. We have basically a whole series of products that cover us for the most of the year. We are entering a unified meta, which, some people don't really care about, some people do, whatever. Not a big deal. But our products are, for the most part, announced. People are excited. There's a lot of hype. But it goes deeper than that. And I think you have to actually look at the products to really understand how Bandai is trying to get you. Because Bandai is actually making some really smart moves. I'll give you an example. So these starter decks, as well as BT21, well, there's the Metal Groom one too. But these two starter decks plus the new set come out on April 18th, right? Bandai has specifically done a lot of advertising for this. I know this because I'm seeing it everywhere. And I know that my algorithm and search engine history and whatever has all Digimon stuff in it. But I know a lot of people that message me and say, you know what? I've never seen this much advertising for Digimon stuff before. It's actually crazy. And they're making really smart choices because they've advertised both these starter decks, and for like the first time ever, they've even went ahead and said, buy both starter decks, combine them, and see what happens. That's actually a huge thing. Because if you think about it, what starter decks could you buy that you could combine in the past? Like, okay, realistically combine. Like, even the Justmon Random starter decks that came out together, you couldn't really combine. And then I think of every wave before that or after that, there's the green birds and the yellow puppets. Can't mix those. Couldn't mix Imperial and Mastermon starter decks. Nope. Couldn't mix the War Greymon Ace and Metal Groomon Ace original starter decks together. Nope. Couldn't do that. But you can buy one of each deck or two of each deck, combine the cards, and have a good time. You can also supplement that with the cards that come in BT21. So it's a whole package deal. Bandai is trying to get you to buy everything because deck building options are going to explode, which is a fantastic and beautiful thing because deck building is where the skill is at in this game. And the fact that we are, for the first time, unified as this is happening, I don't think it's a coincidence because deck building, at least in the starting sequences, won't be so linear. It'll be creative. And people will have to buy the products to make it happen, which is fantastic. And Bandai is getting you with the War Greymons and the Metal Garurumons and all the heroes from all the different animes right in BT21, right to start off the year right. So that's kind of an interesting thing that they're doing, but it's smart. They're marketing it, and they know that everyone will buy everything because they have to. So that's really cool. Now, BT22 is a Cyber Sleuth set. Cyber Sleuth being the Digimon story game that it is, right? This is good marketing in the sense that anyone who likes Cyber Sleuth will buy the cards. Why? Because there's that cross-pollination, right? There are people that maybe don't play Digimon TCG, but have played Cyber Sleuth. Then Bandai will advertise this, and they'll be like, oh shit. Sure, let's collect the cards. Why not? So that's pretty cool in itself. But then they're not just stopping it there. Because you might remember that BT5 was a Cyber Sleuth set, but then didn't really touch on it again. Well, the next after that, BT23, is, I believe, the sequel to Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory. So they're being really smart with this. They are giving us the sequel set for the sequel game immediately after Cyber Sleuth set. BT23 is the continuation of BT22. So from a storytelling perspective, it's a really smart marketing move. And again, a lot of cross-pollination there. People will see this and they'll say, huh, guess I should buy them. Or maybe it'll entice more people to buy copies of the games on Steam or something in preparation of the new game, Digimon Story Time Stranger, which seemingly is a sequel to Hacker's Memory, if I understand things correctly, or close enough anyway. And people are going to see that and say, wow, everything's coming full circle. Now, while we haven't had BT24 revealed, I would bet $5 that BT24 is going to be related to Time Stranger in some sense. And then everything just goes well. Everything just smoothly transitions from one thing to the next, which is, again, great marketing. Because people are going to see this game, they're going to buy this game because it's the newest, hottest thing, and then people are going to say, okay, maybe I should buy the cards that came before in the Digimon Story sets, and then if BT24 has cards for this, they'll be more enticed to buy them because they're playing this game, and they want to live out the game through the cards, either to play or to collect, or both. So Bandai is making some really, really smart marketing moves. And that's good. And you can tell they're taking it seriously. And it's not like Bandai's had a problem selling Digimon product anyway since this game came out. Look at this, if you need more example. The Tamer Evolution box. This is the one with the 12 Goldberg cards. These ones, which include bangers, like all of them, except for like Shoutmon. I don't think Shoutmon's really a banger. And I guess Bloom Lord's not either. But the rest of these are bangers. They are. And they're hard to get cards. You know, this sold out 3 times. The original pre-order sold out. Then they open it again and it's sold out. And then they open it again and it's sold out. You know, if Bandai is smart, they're actually going to open this up again and keep milking the cow. The cow being the Digimon player base. Because clearly it's selling. Because even though the set is 9 months away, that's a long time. You know, some of these cards might not even be competitively viable anymore by the time that set comes out. Maybe. We don't know the future yet. But it's very interesting that people are just spending all their money on a $200 box that comes with 12 cards and some dice and a mat and some sleeves. You know, $200. It's going to cost Bandai nothing to make this product. So if they're smart, they're going to keep opening it up because they see that it keeps selling out. And that's cool. That's a great thing. And if they don't open it up, then the secondary market with the set will probably kind of explode. But that's a different topic for a different day. But it's proof to the pudding here that Bandai does not have a problem selling product. If anything, they should print more product. Look at things like EX6, BT16, whatever. They really probably should print more because they know it'll sell. But they're not because they're content, whatever. Again, different conversation, different day. But Bandai and their product placement right now has been very, very smart, which is very good. And then what else is Bandai doing right? Well, they announced the frickin' Digimon smartphone simulator. If you've not watched my reaction video to it yet and discussion video, you should go on my channel and watch this right now. But they announced the online client that's coming to smartphone, which does not surprise me. I'm going to see if I can bring up my Twitter here, because there was a post that I retweeted that makes it make sense. Because there are some people that are like, why? Why are they doing an online, like a phone thing? You know, why are they not just making a full-fledged computer thing? And to be clear, maybe that's the next step, but we don't know that. But look at this here. Look at the money that these games are bringing in, right? Even if it's above the $500,000 threshold, but below the $2 million threshold, that's still a big W. That's still a big win. That's a lot of money that Bandai's going to be bringing in for this smartphone app that you can play the full-fledged game on. And it's great because it'll bring people in to the game. It seems like they're going to start it off on a basic, older school system of Digimon TCG as well, which is good because it's going to be a great introductory piece to get people back into the game if they left because they saw things going crazy, or just new people altogether, or old people like me who just want to play on a simulator because we want to do that, right? So these are all very cool things, also very good. I don't expect this to come out till 2026 because right now Bandai seems to be laying out a very positive income stream in with their upcoming sets for the TCG that this is not needed in 2025. So I really do think it'll be fully out in 2026 when it might need it a little bit more, but it's still coming, and we know it, which is great. Then they're still plugging things like Digimon Liberator. They're still going on with this. The story, I think they mentioned it's going to change in a month or so, get more serious. I have no idea. I don't really care. But that's really good, right? Because there are people that are invested in this thing. And they are, again, printing the cards for it so that you will buy the cards for it, right? Oh, that reminds me. You know, some people are a little bit bothered by the fact that this game will have simulator exclusive Digimon cards. And my response is, so what? That's a good thing, because it further incentivizes people to download this and play it to get the cards. So I don't get the reasoning behind people complaining about that. It's a smart marketing move. It's a good thing. So sorry, I just had to derail for a second. That's what happens when you don't have a script. You know, you think of something, then boop, there we go. So that's that. Liberator is still pumping out, and they're pumping out the cards every set to support it, which is going to increase sales. And yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, sales. Okay. And then the last point is the event schedule. Now, we know that they are committed to a certain extent to beefing up this scene. We do have 2 nationals, one in September, one will be like probably January, February 2026, whatever. And they slowly increase the number of events. I think that like they have 2 new online ones now, 14th and 28th of June, with a few in-person ones. Now, this is not enough, but there's a small segment of people that have been saying, you know, Digimon's waiting for Worlds to be over, then they'll announce all the events or whatever. And I hope those people are right, because this is the only part that's lacking a little bit. But they are also announcing store championships really soon, and they're doing the regulation battles in the locals and more store events to get people in, and blah, 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 you know, all that stuff. So, like, they are making steps in the right direction even on that. So, finally, the last point. If you need a measurable and observable scale to see what's going on with this, you know, this game is not BSS. We know what a dead and failed Bandai card game in this, current prospectus of Bandai TCG games looks like. We know how Bandai can fuck up a card game. We know. And we have proof, and we can see it. This is nowhere near that. This is not even close. This is way, way, way ahead. So assuming they keep the hype from 2025, again, 25th anniversary, 5th anniversary of the card game, everyone's feeling good and excited and whatever, that's great. Assuming they can just carry this through to 2026 and 2027, and they keep making smart moves like this, we'll be fine. And the game will be successful, and it'll be here for years and years to come. That's it. We're doing great. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye!